Welcome to the Dragon Center in Hangzhou, China. The Slamball China Championships. We've got the Rumble versus the Mob. I'm Darren Flam alongside Slamball creator Mason Gordon.
Very excited about this matchup of the two original Slamball teams. Jelani Janice for the Rumble, maybe the best player ever at the position. And for the Mob, look at DeAndre Faison, who's been locking down defensively for this Mob team.
Mob looking to break through against the Rumble. The Rumble have had the number of the Mob for a while. Here comes Ramon Moon to start the game with a flurry. Oh my goodness.
Wow, what Ramon Moon lacks in size, he makes up for in heart. Here you see he shoots the gap, draws in Del Monte Blackwell, and does a flyby to the left with a big, huge left-handed windmill.
Great start to the game. Back come the Rumble. Chris Young looking over for Janice, throws it to Trevor Anderson instead. Back come the Mob, looking for Noah Ballou, and he's gonna get a foul here. Jelani Janice takes out the Eagle. We're gonna have our first face-off.
Slamball's signature penalty shot, the face-off here, is going to feature two of the best players on the floor. Let's see what happens.
Here comes the Eagle, up high, down hard! Oh my goodness! He was into the stratosphere!
That was beastly. Trevor Anderson basically is a coiled spring of a human being. His muscles have muscles. Let's take a closer look at the rules of Slamball. Get you caught up.
Slamball is the ultimate hybrid. It's the perfect combination of football's hits and basketball's skill played well above the rim and hard into the glass. Supercharged tramps give new meaning to sky high, while full contact 5-minute quarters and a 20-second shot clock set a new standard for high-paced action. On this court, teams play 4-on-4. The handler pushes the ball up to the gunners. They'll have to get by the stopper if they want a chance at 3 points. That's right, dunks count for 3. Everything else inside the arc is 2, and there are no free throws on this court. Instead, it's man-on-man face-off, Slamball style. High-flying, bone-crunching, non-stop action. This is Slamball.
Back to the action here at the Dragon Center. Ballou finds Anderson over on the wing. He's got the ghetto bird on him, trying to knock it away. Spins out, hits the springs, and jams it over Blackwell.
Wow, you really didn't see that kind of thing from Anderson his first couple years playing Slamball. A one-on-one move, spinning away from the aggressive defense of Young on the high side. He goes baseline and extends up big and quick over Blackwell.
Nice start here, 9-0 Mob over the Rumble. Here comes Young, looking over for Whitney White. Hooks it back to Young, he hits it, and a sneak attack, a quick flush past Faison.
White made that whole thing happen. You see, he draws Faison in, and he can't get back to the middle of the floor in order to stop the ghetto bird from coming through with the big right-handed flush.
DeAndre Faison needs to have a big tournament, but a huge smash by the 5-tool Jelani Janice, looking for Young, but throws it away.
Jelani Janice really is a 5-tool player. This is a guy that can shoot, hit, do a bunch of other stuff too.
Yes, he can. And here come the Mob. Fletcher up high. Look at him with the slam cam and all. Sandy Fletcher.
And that is a corner-to-corner play. Anderson draws Del Monte Blackwell all the way over to the left side. Fletcher gives him a nice straight cut from the opposite side, catches the pass, and goes up strong. As we get another penalty, this is a veteran move here. Janice sees Ballou playing him tough, catches that contact going into the springs, and we'll have Janice and Ballou head-to-head.
Here comes Jelani, and he nails Ballou to the rim! Ooh, that was just power grace personified. Look at that!
Listen, I can tell you firsthand, I've tried to stop Jelani Janice in a face-off situation. It's like trying to stop a cannonball.
That was everything you'd want to see in a slam. Here comes the Rumble. Young's got it. He hits the springs, tries to flip it up and cannot. And here comes Faison with the rebound, and back come the Mob.
Look how fast Faison is to the ball. He's getting every loose ball as Blackwell for the Rumble really laying down the defense hot and heavy.
Great play there by Del Monte Blackwell. We got a loose ball dug out by Chris Young. The ghetto bird strikes again, and back come the Rumble. Janice around Ballou. He's gonna hit the springs, wait for a teammate, finds Whitney White, up, can't control it. Faison just enough to distract him there.
Faison getting his hands on all the loose balls there, really disrupting what the Rumble usually do at a really efficient rate.
Here comes Fletcher, looks for the back toss to the Eagle, but denied by Blackwell again. Great job by Delmonte Blackwell, and back come the Rumble. White hits the springs. Look out, Memphis Robinson into the game, and he makes his presence known with authority.
You could really see that developing. Memphis got a huge run up the right side. Whitney saw him all the way. Faison, no chance to stop the little 5'8" juggernaut.
And back come the Mob, and denied again. Fletcher denied by Blackwell for a second time. A great start for Delmonte Blackwell. 3 stops already.
Blackwell really doing the job. This is what they want from their stopper. Just be that big, strong back line that they can depend on to stop the fast break. As White setting up a really interesting play there. The Rumble like to do this. This is called a stack cut. White starts on the left side, brings his momentum into the top, catches the pass, and puts it over the defense.
And cannot convert there, but the ball's batted away. Blackwell, an errant pass knocked away. Trevor Anderson's got it. He's looking for a dive cut. Moon up and down and throws it in.
That was a really nice job by the Mob. You see they passed it to the corner to create a different angle. Moon cuts through on a dive cut, gives a really nice angle for Anderson to go up and finish.
And he barely got the rim there, but back comes Whitney White, but Faison denies. Good job by the young stopper. Here comes the Eagle up high. No! What a play! Blackwell up to the challenge. Janice fires it out to the other end. Back comes Memphis. He's going to do a little freestyle behind his back, but cannot convert. Denied by Faison.
That was an awesome move.
And Faison denies Jelani Janice. Janice with a similar attack he had on the faceoff, but Faison denies. And here come the Mob into this quarter, 15-11 if they can hold up, and they will. What a fantastic start to this game, Mason. 15-11, the Mob lead the Rumble after 1.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty amazing stuff here in this quarter. The Mob getting off to a great start. Trevor Anderson, 6 points already in the quarter. Faison really dominant with 6 stops, and then Blackwell's really doing the job for the Rumble on the defensive line.
Some high-flying action, usually perpetrated by the handlers, getting all started. 2 of the best in the business in this game in Noah Ballou and Jelani Janice. Let's take a closer look at the handler position.
The handler is typically the quarterback on the floor, the point guard, usually has the ball in his hands, is asked to make key passes, is asked to make plays for his teammates on offense.
Our primary ball control person, this is a guy who can set the table. He's shifty, he's smart, but he needs to know where the ball needs to be delivered and how to get his teammates in position to score.
Jelani Janice, who plays for the Rumble, as a handler, he's still probably the best defender and maybe the most physical guy in the league.
Kind of look to score and then also look to kind of lead this team. So I have a variety of roles that I've actually taken on, and I take it with open arms.
Getting ready to start the second quarter here in Hangzhou. 15-11, Mob over the Rumble. Into the island. Here comes Memphis. A little flip shot. No good. White can't come up with it. There's Noah Ballou. And a nice check by Memphis. Spins out is Ballou, but Memphis sticks with it, and we've got another turnover. Sloppy start here to this second quarter. Memphis flying high, but denied by Faison. Faison up to the challenge.
Memphis loses his camera there and a little bit of pride as he comes with the big windmill, but Faison meets him at the top.
He slings the slam cam to the sideline. Here comes Noah Ballou. Hits the island and leaves it for Anderson. That's Noah Ballou's game. What a setup.
This is what the Mob want to do. They want to get past the perimeter defense, draw the stopper in, and then bring multiple cutters and give Noah Ballou the chance to make the right decision, which he's exceptionally good at.
Janice hits the side tramp looking for Whitney White, and he just left the springs not reset, and that's going to be a turnover, Mason.
You see when players exit the spring zone, they tend to put the ball off the glass to reset their dribble. If you come out directly, that'll be a turnover.
Here comes Anderson, hits that side tram. Blackwell cannot deny the Eagle, who lands again. High flying, 12 points. He's outscored the Rumble at this point.
Double clutch over to the side, and that's just air superiority. You've got like an F-16 going up against a prop jet right there.
10-point lead now for the Mob. The Rumble have to have an answer here. And Young with a little flip shot, kind of stems him, but only 2 points there for Chris Young. Nice little flip though.
The Ghetto Birds finding all these different ways to expand his game, expand his offensive repertoire. He was really making good use of that in training camp. Nice to see him making it work in the game.
Moon hits the springs and gives it to Baloo, who finishes.
That's what makes Baloo so dangerous. He can really make it happen, facilitating the offense, but the stoppers can't sleep on him because he can really finish in his own right. You see Brendan Kershaw.
And Xavier McDaniel, the X-Man, wanting a timeout as you see the great finish by Baloo. Of course, Xavier McDaniel, Wichita State led the nation in rebounding and scoring, one of 2 players ever to do that. Now the head coach here of the Rumble. And back right off the gate, a turnover. They try to throw it into the island, and there's Ramon Moon with a steal. That's going to really make Coach McDaniel unhappy. Faison knocks over both men's, recovers, but we got a little bit of a popcorn foul coming up, Mason.
Faison came out to set the screen. This is a set the Mob like to run, but he ends up just taking out. It's just a wipeout on Moon. Faison trying to recover here, but interrupts the Memphis's bounce attacking the rim, so we'll have a face-off.
Let's see if Memphis can do some more damage. He hits the springs, and no real attack there, a real soft effort, and Faison has nothing to do with it.
This is really huge if you're a Mob fan. Faison is intimidating the Rumble attack. The Mob, a really popular Slamball team. Their style of play really resonates with fans, but they've never really had an intimidator at the stopper position. That might be changing before our eyes.
And Chris Young with another flip, this time no good, and quickly rebounded and reset by DeAndre Faison, and back come the Mob. It's 24-13. Ramon Moon tries to go behind his back end, loses it off his own legs, but it's thrown right back to the Mob. A great hustle play by Moon. Sandy Fletcher lands on the island looking for a cutting Anderson, and he's got him right off the head of Blackwell.
This is right out of Coach Kershaw's playbook. This is what they want to do. Get to the island, bring multiple cutters, and put the stopper at a disadvantage. You see the stopper is coming down while Anderson's coming up. That's because Fletcher gets into the island and forces the stopper to commit.
Back come the Rumble. They need to do something. Dump off to White, who throws it down. Great finish, but the setup by the Ghetto Bird was even better.
That is Rumble textbook. You see he flies the ball right past the rim as White just winds up with the huge finish. Bake me cookies.
And we come back on the other end. Baloo gonna get a shot from Chris Young, but he makes contact in the back, and we'll have another face-off.
You can hit people in Slamball, but here you see makes contact with Baloo behind his shoulder. They're really protective about that. Here we'll have Baloo in a face-off with Chris Young.
Here comes Baloo. Oh my God! The Ghetto Bird is grounded! Oh my goodness, Noah Baloo with a quick strike. Chris Young never even got off the springs.
That is all about speed. In the face-off, it's about athleticism, explosiveness, but sometimes it just comes to pure, unadulterated speed. Speed can kill.
Oh my goodness, the athleticism of Trevor Anderson. He was up as high as the backboard there on this throwdown.
That was amazing. You know, the Rumble ran that same curl play off the left side in the first quarter. Kirsch must have seen that, drawn it up in the quarter break. Anderson really makes use of that as Baloo makes contact with Janice going into the springs. He does not like that call.
I don't know if I do either, Mason. It looks like Janice just runs into Baloo at the end, goes up, and the referee blows the whistle.
But those close calls tend to go to the offensive player.
A sneak attack by Janice, but he's denied by Baloo. He tried Baloo's tactic, but Noah Baloo up to the challenge, and Jelani Janice is denied, and Brendan Kirsch is fired up.
Definitely fired up. That's Brendan Kirsch's personality. He's this little scrappy guy that will get under your skin, and that's how the Mob like to play.
Fletcher denied by Blackwell. It's a 16-point game. The Rumble have to answer here before this thing gets out of control. We're going to end the half, and the Rumble is in deep trouble here in Hangzhou. Halftime now, 32-16. The Rumble in some trouble here, Mason.
Yeah, definitely some trouble. Anderson is just screaming out to 17 points here in the first half. Faison with 9 stops. Xavier McDaniel was a star in the NBA, and he expects a certain level of performance for his team. Brendan Kirsch, gritty, young, offensive genius for Slamball, really getting the most out of his mob here.
And it's all being set up and orchestrated by Noah Ballou, the handler extraordinaire. Let's get to know him a little better.
I'm Noah Ballou of the Mob. I'm a handler / gunner. Well, I saw Slamball on TV when I was playing college basketball in Texas. I knew I had to play it. I went and tried out. Ended up getting drafted by the Mob. You know, I model a little bit in my spare time. I do a little bit here and there whenever I can. But other than that, I just try to stay in shape and play Slamball. What about the ladies? Well, I definitely am a fan of the ladies. Try to please them as best I can, but there's just so many. What is a man to do? You know, I really couldn't say what I do that sets me apart from everybody else in the league, you know, except for just trying to do a healthy balance of attacking and passing. You know, a lot of guys tend to be pretty much scorers, and I try to do a healthy dose of both. I try to bring a sense of leadership to the team, try to lead by example as well. I want to always try to make the best decision on the floor as possible. And that's what I look to do first. I look to throw lobs and passes and try to get my teammates going. Whenever I can, though, I try to quick the stopper and try to get to the rim as fast as I can.
Back here to start the second half, the Rumble need an answer, down 32-16, and they'll start the half of the ball. Here comes Jelani Janice looking for Whitney White, who can't finish. Faison there, and it's going to be reset by Janice. Dive cut by Robinson, who scores! Could never have a chance there, did Faison, as Memphis flies high.
Memphis is burning. Jelani Janice exits to the baseline. That's called a dump out, and then he turns and immediately looks for his cutter. There's Memphis Robinson, all 5'7", 5'8" of them, getting up huge over the rim in the backboard. Making some noise.
Noah Ballou, and he sneak attacks. He set that up beautifully. 2 alley-oops in the second, and this time he leaves Delmonte Blackwell on the springs.
That's called a wheel up, where he comes from the corner and then brings his momentum into the top tramp and then glides all the way to the other side of the rim before finishing.
Memphis leaves it for Whitney White, who goes up, kicks back out. Here comes Janice into the island. Out to Robinson, a nice look for 3, but well short, and back come the Mob. It's 35-19. Ballou up the wing, hits the springs, looking for Fong, who gets bumped on a popcorn, and we're gonna have a face-off. Lou Fong gonna have a chance to make history.
Lou Fong is the Chinese player that's really been turning heads in training camp. This would be amazing. We'll see what he can do.
Oh, he beats Memphis.
Boom shakalaka.
A nice, he lets a flyby. Looks like he double clutched at just the right moment.
And that is the first basket ever by an international player in Slamball. Lou Fong ducks under the huge swiping block from Robinson and stays in the cut. Wow, Lou Fong really showing us something. Another small guy, but really fits in with style.
Oh, there's a nice stop. James, the other international player, first time in. Nice stop. He might have gotten away with his hand through the rim, but a nice effort as Janice knocks it away from Anderson, but it stays with the Mob.
Yeah, James Guo, great stopper, big, strong kid. He's about 6'5", and you see there, diving for the loose ball.
We're coming close to the shot clock violation. Good effort there by Whitney White.
James Guo, really, really talented guy. Xavier McDaniel loves this kid's heart. As you see, he did get away with coming up through the rim. Generally, the officials have been really on top of all of the violations in this tournament.
Janice with a bad pass turnover. Here comes Fletcher looking for Fang, who throws it down. What a catch from his knees. Lou Fong, what a play.
Lou Fong back to back. Look how he has to dig so deep to get that ball, but he keeps his shoulders up high. That's what allows him to generate the energy to get up above the rim, and that's back-to-back monster smashes from Lou Fong.
White looking for Janice, and he can't get it, but he does come up with a loose ball. Looking now for Memphis, but it's Faison right there in the middle of it, and here comes Fong again. Can he take on his countryman? No, this time redemption for the big stopper.
big game hunting from Lu Fong, trying to make it happen, wants to lead the league in scoring, I guess.
And here comes Sandy Fletcher, and up and over, a great differential there. Out of position was James, and here comes Sandy.
And that's what you want to see offensively. You want to be down while the stopper's up. That differential allows you to get a clean bounce, get up over the top from the outstretched hands of the stopper.
And Jelani Janice slips and falls before he can even get into the springs. The Rumble in trouble here. It's 44-19. Here comes Ballou, hits the island and leaves it up for Trevor Anderson, who takes out James. What a play! Noah Ballou orchestrating like a maestro.
That was a huge poop on the Chinese guy.
Right in the face.
I think you can safely say that the Eagle has landed, and he landed all over that Rumble stopper. Xavier McDaniel is not happy with his team's effort. He is really getting into it right now with Memphis. You see Memphis Robinson on the island instead of playing perimeter defense and trying to keep Trevor Anderson out of the springs. That's why X-Man is giving Memphis an earful.
So far, so good. Janice tries to go up, but he misses the springs there. Jelani Janice just a little off here today. Whitney White can't finish. And the Rumble are just stuck in the mud as the pass goes errant to Young.
The Rumble just a little bit out of position on each and every play here. Can't really get it together. And you see the Mob just getting to every loose ball. The effort is just the difference here as Moon comes in.
Moon. Oh my goodness! Two-hand power slam over the young rookie. Just saying, welcome to Slamball, young man.
I love Ramon Moon's game. You see here, he extends the ball with both hands to the left, but then pulls it back, little Globetrotters trick from back in the day, and smashes all over the stopper as Chris Young just lays out Noah Ballou, goes over and makes sure he's okay. Hits him in the back. That's just a frustration foul. Young, a really fierce competitor, came out of the Drew League in Los Angeles, does not like to lose, and does not like to lose with this kind of margin.
Ballou leaves it for Anderson, who throws it down. Just no chance for James, the Eagle flying high.
That was a monstrous alley-oop. You saw Ballou get into the springs and then throw that thing up high. And now Janice coming back the other way, setting the table for Whitney White. That's typically what we want to see as we end the third quarter, beating the buzzer. Trevor Anderson, 23 points. DeAndre Faison, 13 stops. As you see this kickoff to the Eagle, who is really just having his way this afternoon. One thing that we've developed in Slamball, we've been trying to figure out how to put a camera on a player and see what the game is like up close. Well, guess what? We figured it out.
Let's go.
Usually it's rumble, young man, rumble in the fourth quarter, but tonight it looks like it's crumble, young man, crumble. Let's see if the Rumble can get it going.
Down 32, here comes White, but denied. Faison is there like he's been all game long. Been everything the Mob hoped for and more so far. Here comes the Eagle into the island. Moon, but Blackwell back into the game. And Stopper denies him. Finds Anderson, denied again, but Blackwell out of the springs. Freestyle hop reverse. What a great play by Ramon Moon. Never quit on that play.
As a Slamball player, you get one bounce in and out of any given trampoline. If you throw it up to yourself, making a play on the rim or the ball, you can get that second bounce. You see Moon throws it up, reconnects with the ball, and does the nice finish over his head.
Jelani Janice fires from distance and gets it. A much-needed shot, but the Rumble still really far out of reach in this game.
Jelani Janice played basketball at Kansas, really accomplished shooter, can make it happen in the air, and and Blackwell with the big denial here as Lu Fong gets to the loose ball. Lu Fong putting up the shot, but Blackwell again with the big block. 9 stops for the big man.
And you see him, this is just textbook defense. Look at him, highest point, gets up, denies, then in the same possession, just wipes away the shot from Feng. Great job, Delmonte Blackwell. Jelani Janice up, but cannot finish. Faison there again. Here comes White. Dumps it back to Jelani Janice, who tries to find Whitney White again. He'll sneak it up and in. Sneaky play there by Whitney White.
Whitney White with a nice baseline move there. That's a little pet move of his. He likes to hit that lower corner and then come at the rim in kind of a slow motion move and just tap it off the glass for the 2.
Ballou will fire for 3 and not get it. Anderson off the springs, resets it baseline, back into the beds, and back come the Mob looking for Ballou, but there's Blackwell again. Quick reaction by Delmonte Blackwell with the hands.
You can't say Delmonte Blackwell hasn't been doing his job for the Rumble tonight.
Oh my goodness! The Ghetto Bird denied. Faison meets him flush at the rim and makes him eat the ball. What a play by DeAndre Faison. And it's this time, it's Janice tonight. 18 stops as he screams out in elation. Faison controlling this game, leaving it for the Eagle, but Blackwell is up to the challenge, and we're moving fast and furious here in the 4th quarter. Here comes Young, the Ghetto Bird flies and gets his revenge.
Well, I guess you can't stop them all if you're Faison, but it seems like he has. Here you've got Blackwell making the big stop, and then Faison just can't quite get there as the Ghetto Bird darts to the rim quickly. Faison, 18 stops? That's just monstrous numbers for the young stopper.
Anderson going up high, but denied. Blackwell saw that one coming and had nothing to do with it. And you wonder why he wasn't on the floor in the 3rd quarter. He has just been in complete control here. Only the dunk by Moon, the only score for the Mob in this period.
I love those blocks when the guy gets all ball in Slamball. You don't see that too much.
Whitney White puts it in. He's got 10 points. A nice sneaky pass. Janice hits the springs, and before he gets up, just fires it to White. Great timing.
Janice gave him the pump fake, and because he was able to hit that 3-pointer in the earlier possession, it made them respect that. That's what set up the play.
And here comes Janice, who's denied by Faison. The young stopper has had all the answers today, just eating them up. Robinson for 3 knocks it down. That's going to put an end to this game. A really disappointing effort for the Rumble as a little cheap shot to end it by Memphis Robinson. Mob 57, Rumble 36. Great start for the Mob.
And this is a historic moment for the Mob. They've never had a blowout win versus the Rumble. Here, Brendan Kirsch had to come all the way to China to post a signature win against their arch nemesis.
And you see DeAndre Faison getting the love from Chris Young, from Jelani Janice. I mean, what a performance he put on today at the defensive end. Even Xavier McDaniel giving love. You have to respect what DeAndre Faison did today.
I mean, how can you not? 19 stops, that's a ludicrous number, and he was doing it all night long. There were some big dunks early, but in the end, it became a real defensive struggle, and Faison made the biggest mark of the night.
You see there, Jelani Janice connecting with a few times. The star of the game today, though.
Trevor Anderson, the Eagle, flying high all night long. A deserving MVP tonight, Darren.
He actually outscored the Rumble by himself through 3 quarters.
Amazing.
The aerial antics of Trevor the Eagle Anderson, MVP worthy. So from the Dragon Center in Hangzhou, that's Mason Gordon. I'm Darren Flam. This is Slamball.